This is my gym bag, and well, today I'm gonna show you every little secret that I have stored within. So let's travel in right away. Whether it's kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, or just lifting, I need gear. And well, here's the thing. So do you. And when I first started out, I bought every single piece of gear and shoved it into that bag back there. I've learned the hard way what I need, what I don't need, what's weighing me down, and what's just gimmicky BS. And I hope that I can help you make sure you don't also carry a 100-pound duffel bag for no reason. So today, I'm gonna break my gym bag right down for you into 3 sections of gear. Things you definitely need, must-haves for every occasion, things that are important but not the necessities, and things that are nice to have. You bring all these things, and trust me, you will be kitted and witted and lidded, ready to go. Now I'm gonna stop rhyming because that sounds terrible. Okay, let's just get straight into this. So first, let's start with the must-haves. Items that you should never leave home without. First, let's dive into my jiu-jitsu gear. The most important thing that I always bring with me every time I go to jiu-jitsu is, of course, my gi. That's the thing I'm using to practice, and of course, it's always with me. I do have 2 pairs. You don't need 2 pairs, but 2 pairs is nice because if one is washing, you forget to wash it, and you can't wear wet or like just dirty gis, it's nice to have a secondary pair, but that's not a necessity. But 1 pair of gi in your gym bag, always a necessity. Now, on to no gi days. First thing I carry with me always is my rash guard. Even in gi days, I like to wear a rash guard underneath, and it's good to have 2 to 3 pairs of these just in case. And on top of a rash guard, it's great to bring 1 or 2 extra shirts with you every single time you step out of your house. It's gonna get sweaty, it's gonna get wet, and you don't wanna be sitting in your sweaty shirt while you're driving home, especially in the summer heat. It's just terrible. Now, moving on to the striking. First, your shin guards. These will take so much damage. Get a good quality pair. Venom, Fairtex, great standard. I personally use the Sock Fairtex ones daily, and I love them. They have a lot of protection, and they easily slip on. Now, of course, you need a pair of gloves for kickboxing, and well, get a good pair of 16-ounce gloves. If you want a good, cheap beginner option, go for RDX or Rev Gear. But if you want to spend a little bit more, Venom has some great options, and they're usually on sale on Amazon. But if you want to get some really bougie shit, of course, go to Fairtex or go to Winning or go somewhere else, right? But gloves, 16 ounce, get a pair of nice black gloves. Next, the most important thing that everybody needs, deodorant and body spray. Trust me, nobody wants to smell your BO. Be hygienic, get some deodorant, and use it. I use deodorant and body spray before I go show up and after I show up. I don't like smelling bad. It's important for you to use deodorant, okay? Guys, just use it. It's not that hard. It's very, very simple. Then, of course, you have your molded mouth guard. Get a good mouth guard. Any mouth guard will work, but trust me, go to Dick's, go to Walmart, go to the mouth guard section, ask somebody for help, and find one that's suited for combat sports. Trust me. You need a mouth guard. You don't want to be the guy with all his teeth missing, with a cut lip, with blood everywhere. It's an entire thing. You can use that mouth guard for jiu-jitsu, kickboxing. It is so helpful. Trust me. Get one. Then the last one is a little strange, but I think is very important. It's a thing that I use every day, basically. That's tape. Whether it is to like tape my heartbeat monitor to make sure it doesn't go away, or make sure like a bandage I have doesn't fucking fall off. You need tape. For anything, trust me, tape is useful. If you jam a finger, it's nice to get some support. If you mess your wrist up, it's nice to put some support. You don't have to get any fancy tape. There's some nice athletic tape that will be with you. It's great to have, trust me. For our next section, we have items that are important, but not really necessary. It's great to have them, but you're not gonna like miss out if you don't have them. Starting off with protection, and yes, it's for your head, and I'm talking about headgear. If you're going to do sparring, any sort of sparring, and you're afraid of cuts and bruises and concussions, it's great to have headgear. And especially if you're thinking about competing in the amateur level, you're going to need to wear headgear, so it's nice to have. I recommend to get something from Fairtex. They have great visibility and the material is great and doesn't mess with anything. I think the biggest thing to look out for when you're buying a headgear is headgear that covers up too much of your face. Because you might think that's, oh, it's covering up more of my face, that must be good. It's great until you lose your visibility and you're losing your hearing, and it's just really annoying. So go invest in a good piece of headgear. And in that same tone, sparring gloves is definitely needed, and this definitely go for 16 ounce. You need 16 ounce for your sparring, and I recommend the Fairtex sparring gloves. Venom makes some great ones too, but I've been using the Fairtex one and they've lasted me for a year plus. They're amazing. Trust me, pick up a pair of Fairtex sparring gloves, 16 ounce. Then this one might be a little bit controversial, but hand wraps. Now, I know I didn't put this in must need, but there's a reason for that. I know a lot of people who don't use hand wraps and do sparring and do pad work and it doesn't hurt them. And some people, me, I use hand wraps almost religiously because my wrist will hurt. If you have weak wrists or you get hurt easily or you're scared of jacking your wrists up, use hand wraps, but try it out. Try not using hand wraps. I mean, it's not a necessity, but it's important to have. It's nice to have. It's a luxury. It's not a necessity. Then the last thing is even more tape. Now, what I mean by more tape, I mean more kinds of tape. There's KT tape, there's your stronger athletic tape, and there's BJJ finger tape for your fingers. These are nice to have, especially if you're recovering. The KT tape is great, and if you're doing gi BJJ, it's great to have those finger tape, but it's not a must need. It's more of a luxury of life thing, but it's nice to have. Now, on to the last thing, the final thing, the nice to have. Stuff that, you know, it's nice to have with you, but not really necessary. First, we have this icy hot athletic spray. Now, this shit is nice, especially if you're hurting a day after practice or something is like sprained or it's like aching. You put this shit on, it's great. I personally use the Iron Man brand. I found it in Harry's Teeter. It's great, it's nice, I love it. I've been using it forever. It's great. Just spray it on, pain just subsides. It's great. Another thing on the sparring thing is having another pair of hand wraps. I have a pink, a shorter hand wrap that I like to wear just in case I forgot to wash my hand wraps the day before, or I washed my hand wraps and forgot to dry them, but it's still wet. I like having an extra pair just in case for that situation. Another thing that I added to my gym bag was liquid bandage, especially in a sport like BJJ. You're gonna get cuts and bruises in weird places where like the bandage keeps falling off. It's just weird. It's nice to have a liquid bandage. You put it over, closes it up. You don't want open cuts in jiu-jitsu or kickboxing or any combat sport because you're gonna get infections. It's nice to have. And I got this bottle literally I think like 9 months ago. It was still not over. Trust me, it's like $7. Buy it. It's great. It's great. Then something that I like to use is a polar heart monitor. I tried wearing an Apple Watch to track my fitness. It hurts, mostly because it's underneath my hand wrap or it's over my hand wrap or the gloves on it. It feels weird. I don't like it. So I started using a chest monitor. It's $80. I think it's like $90. It was $80 on sale or something. I like tracking my fitness to making sure like I'm doing everything consistent. I like the graph. But that's not something you really need. But if you're somebody who likes tracking every workout, making sure you're actually pushing yourself, it's nice to have. It really is. Then extra mouth guards. Now, of course, it's important to have one good mouth guard, but after like 6, 7 a year, get a couple more mouth guards. And what would you need another mouth guard for? Get a thicker one for sparring. Make sure you can bite on it. Make sure you don't like get your teeth knocked out. And one thing that I like is having these talkative mouth guards I found from Dick's. They're really thin. You put on your top like a couple of teeth and they're great. So like in a fundamentals course or just pad work, I can have something in to make sure I don't lose my teeth, but I can also talk and interact with my partner, right? Some moments I don't need this big clunking thing in my mouth, right? I want to interact with people. So it's nice to have an extra mouth guard or two. And finally, braces. Whether it be knee braces, ankle braces, or my personal favorite, which I have right here, is an arm brace because I get bicep tendonitis a lot. It's nice to have a brace with you. I mean, if you're injured or you're feeling like your knees kind of wicky or your elbows kind of like iffy, I get crazy tendonitis. Every once in a while, it flares up. I put this on, and it helps. It just helps me train through that. It's nice it really is nice to have a some sort of sleeve or support with you. These things, I mean, are borderline placebo, and that's why I put in nice to have, because it is placebo, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm not a scientist, but I feel like it's placebo. So I can't really recommend this that it must have. But it's nice to have, try it out. And especially in jiu-jitsu or like a wrestling or it's a sport where you're going to do takedowns a lot, so your knees don't get fucked up. It's nice to have some knee sleeves too. So well, that is what's in my gym bag. No, it's not always this organized, but I usually have everything. Maybe I'll forget a pair of hand wraps or I'll forget this, but usually the things I need, I'll have. In my bag, a lot of it is practical, a lot of it is comfort, some of it is comfort, and it's up to you to make up your mind of what you need, but I hope this list and what I have in my bag can at least clear up the clutter in your bag. So that's my loadout, that's my gym bag. And if you like this video, drop a comment, tell me what you have in your gym bag. Tell me something that you might have that I don't have. And if you're just starting out in jiu-jitsu or training or kickboxing, trust me, join. Don't worry about the gear, it's more about showing up. And of course, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I love doing this, and I hope you guys love doing this. And well, as usual, Rishi out.